I don't want to like go through the whole thing per se.
Like not the fall type and everything, just the winners.
Mm-hmm.
So Sammy Guevara match to the buy-in and the Casino Battle Royale is the buy-in. I really want to see how well they do with the Casino Battle Royale. I really hope that actually works well.
So it does pick you up like when you're that far away.
Okay.
But you definitely sound better when you're closer.
Okay.
So scoot in a little bit.
I definitely feel like maybe because I'm used to being around the mic just a lot more frequent when I'm over here. I just feel like my voice is a lot more clearer. Like when I know that there's a mic around, I feel like my voice is a lot clearer. So
why, if I'm streaming, why does it not show up where I can change the name of it?
I guess you might just have to refresh. I'm guessing.
It's live.
Yeah, you might just have
but
to.
It still has the last number.
You can edit on there as well.
Nope. I'm not logged into Howdy Inc. on here. I'm logged into me on here.
If you just refresh your comment, I'm guessing it'll probably show up.
I did refresh it and that didn't work.
Then go to the channel. You gotta go to there and then do that. There and then do that. I do like that. I do like how that looks.
Now why can I not edit?
Edit video. It's so weird you use the keypad over there.
I very much dislike having to do this by using OBS. I dislike that a lot.
Well, with Hangouts, you can't do you can't make it look as good as we have it. So I am gonna have to start getting used to doing it like this. You can't make it look as good as we have it because Hangouts is going down in like a couple months. So I am gonna have to start getting used to doing it like this. You can't make it look as good as we have it because Hangouts is going down in like a couple months. So I am gonna have to start getting used to doing it like this. You can't make it look as good as we have it because Hangouts is going down in like a couple months. So then I am gonna have to start getting used to doing it like this. You can't make it look as good as we have it because Hangouts is going down. I'm not sure if you can do it. Then I am gonna have to start getting used to doing it like this. You can't make it look as good as we have it because Hangouts is going down. I'm not sure if you can do it. Then I am gonna have to start getting used to doing it like this. You can't make it look as good as we have it because Hangouts is going down. I'm not sure if you can do it. Then I am gonna have to start getting used to doing it like this. You can't make it look as good as we have it because Hangouts is going down. I'm not sure if you can do it. Then I am gonna have to start getting used to doing it like this. You can't make it look as good as we have it because Hangouts is going down. I'm not sure if you can do it. Then I am gonna have to start getting used to doing it like this. You can't make it look as good as we have it. Hangouts is going down. I'm not sure if you can do it. I am glad to start getting used to doing it. You can't make it look as good as we have it. Hangouts is going down. I'm not sure if you can do it. I am glad to start getting used to doing it. You can't make it look as good as we have it. Hangouts is going down. I'm not sure if you can do it.
Today we are
I'm
talking
glad
about
to start getting used to
everybody.
doing it.
Welcome
You
to Howdy
can't make it
Inc.
look as good as we have it. Hangouts is going down. I'm not sure if you can do it.
Today we are
I'm
talking
glad
about
to
what's
start
up,
getting used to
everybody.
doing it.
Welcome to Howdy Inc.
I'm Hangouts is going down. I'm not sure if you can do it.
Today we are
I'm glad
talking
to
about
start
what's up,
getting used to
everybody.
doing it.
Welcome to Howdy
You can't make
Inc.
it look as good as we have it. Hangouts is going down. I'm not sure if you can do it.
Today we are
I'm
talking
glad to
about
start
what's
getting
up,
used to
everybody.
doing it.
Welcome to
You
Howdy
can't make it
Inc.
look as good as we have it. Hangouts is going down. I'm not sure if you can do it. I'm glad to start getting used to doing it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Howdy Inc.
Hangouts is going down. I'm not sure if you can do it. I'm glad to start getting used to doing it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Howdy Inc.
Hangouts is going down. I'm not sure if you can do it.
Like, was it lighting I'll look at it in Audacity, see if that sounds good.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Howdy Radio.
That scared me for a second.
So the stream should be okay now, right?
I'll just Sean's here. 8 minutes ago.
Ask Kyle if it's fixed. He's here?
Yeah.
Where is he?
Probably in the living room watching All In.
Are we going to keep doing this?
Yeah. I just want to get to... Because we also don't have a lot of time until it starts, and people are going to start getting here. That is
Your feedback is gone. Cool. Thanks for letting us know, Kyle.
I saw somebody
Your
else
voice
say that.
is super low.
Okay.
All right. Well, whatever.
No.
We're just gonna keep going from here.
It's the
'cause
stream,
the
not all the
Audacity
people.
sounds all right, and
Kyle will also
Fuck it.
listen to the actual... Hey, you can't say that. This is
Oh,
the
that's
family-friendly version
yeah,
of
right.
the Howdy show, or radio, whatever this is. I don't even know what my own show is. It sounds like satanic chants. That's nice.
Awesome. Sorry about the bad audio. Whatever. All right, let's do this. Ready?
Yep.
All right, let's get into it. We don't have our scorecards actually filled out, but we're just
Yeah.
going to kind of go through and pick our winners.
Yeah.
I always love to give these people a shout out when we do these wrestling things. On Twitter, they are PW Scorecards, Pro Wrestling Scorecards, PW Scorecards. They're at StarCast this weekend, and if you're, I assume if you're at StarCast, you're probably watching this right now because of how
Isn't
important
the
this is.
PWG scorecards?
No, just PW Scorecards, Pro Wrestling
I thought that was
Scorecards.
something else.
But they do these scorecards for wrestling pay-per-views, and it always makes it really fun to fill out a card and like have a competition with everybody that's watching it with you. So, let's get into it.
Okay, let's start with the two buy-in. So the buy-in is just the kickoff show, but better than kickoff show.
Yeah, if you're watching this right now, at 7 o'clock, if you go to All Elite Wrestling on YouTube, the first hour, the pre-show, has two what will probably be really, really good matches.
Yeah, that's what I was last year.
And they're free, so you can watch an hour of this for free without having to go on pay-per-view.
Is it also on Fight?
It is.
Okay. So you could also watch that on like
No.
DirecTV?
It's on YouTube, and it's on on DirecTV's like pay-per-view, like where we're purchasing the pay-per-view at tonight.
But that's
you can
free.
also watch it on there for free. Yes.
Was it on Fight last year? Last year
was on WGN. Remember, they were on WGN for the pre-show at All In.
Okay.
So the Casino Battle Royale is the big match for the pre-show.
Yeah.
The winner of this match will get to fight the winner of the main event of this pay-per-view, which we'll get to in here in a little bit, at a later date for the AEW Heavyweight Championship.
Did they say that? I know they said that it's
for sure at a later date. It is not tonight.
No, I know. But did they say that it's the main event? Cause
yes.
I thought that they only said that they get the first spot for that. I didn't think that they said the Kenny or Jericho match.
So it's specifically who wins the main event versus who wins the Battle Royal. At a later date will fight for the very first AEW Championship.
Then they might have the main event as a Page match.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he said that he wanted to be the first champion when he came out for the conference and everything.
Yeah, I gotcha, but I don't know. So let me real quick before we pick our winner of the Casino Battle Royal, I just want to say how cool the concept is for how this Battle Royal works. Normally for a Battle Royal, there's like 20 people and they just all start in the ring at once. You throw people over the top and they're eliminated. Last man standing wins.
They hit the face on the floor 15 times.
Mm-hmm. So that's a typical Battle Royal. It has been for years and years and years. They're doing this one different. They're in Vegas, so they've got it themed towards gambling and cards and whatnot. So there's actually 21 people in this one, and 5 people start out at once, and 3 minutes later, 5 more come out until all 20 come out, and then lucky number 21
Joker
is the best spot, because then you're the last one in the ring, so that person gets to come down by themselves. So we assume that's going to be somebody big. That's going to be a surprise of some sort.
That's going to be a big pop.
Yeah, but I love that. I love this little groups of 5 thing, and they've said exactly what it's for, and which is 100% true. When there's 20 people in the ring all at once, it's hard to keep track of what's going on, and it's also hard for wrestlers to do really cool stuff when there's that many people in the ring.
The smaller guys to do stuff.
So now you got 5 at a time, and then they kind of fill up the ring, so there'll be more time for like cool stuff to happen. So I'm really looking forward to this battle royal. I'm calling MJF to win this one.
I don't really know. I think probably MJF. It's
Out
either
of the
going to
people-
be
out of the people that we know that are in the
MJF.
match.
Yeah.
I call MJF, but
Yeah.
like if Dean Ambrose or
Yeah.
something like that shows up, then
Yeah.
they're probably going to.
I think this is probably where he would show up.
I agree because
Yeah.
that's on free TV.
So
That's
everyone
gonna be the
can
first
see
thing
it.
that happens. That's going to blow up, and
So-
then Twitter is going to be trending everywhere about this, and
Yep.
that's probably what's going to happen.
My goodness. I can't wait for you to just see, like, or you can just imagine, like, if he comes out, you can just imagine Vince's face.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we
Yeah.
messed up.
So that's my guess for that one.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's really impossible to pick a battle royal winner. So then the other one on the pre-show is Kip Sabian versus Sammy Guevara. Who you got in this one?
Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, I got Sammy as well.
Yeah.
He had two really good matches on the last
Yeah.
Wrestle Circus show. That's kind of the first
But
time I
apparently
really
he's a
got to see
turd,
him.
so.
Well, yeah, I mean, he is definitely a turd. I mean, do you not think he's a turd?
It's always kayfabe.
Yeah, but he's still a turd. All right, so let's just kind of go around the corner here for the rest of the matches, and we'll kind of end up over in here or something. We've got a 6-person women's match with Aja Kong. I can't even say all these
Yeah,
people's names.
okay. I'm not.
I don't even want to butcher them all,
Yeah.
so I don't really have a winner for that one
I'm
I
gonna
don't
say
really
the
know.
second team. Team number 2.
So let's just throw this in here real quick because this is something we were talking about earlier. This is 6 people that you and I being probably way bigger than average wrestling fans. This is 6 people that neither one of us know at all.
I don't even know how to say their name either.
Don't yeah, but that's not a negative in my
Yeah.
opinion. This is.
They could that could be the best match.
Right.
We don't know.
And that's what's so cool about this is that we're going to learn all these new people. We don't want the same people that's been wrestling for 40 years that can't wrestle anymore. That's what we want to get away from.
Yeah.
So that's a perfect example of that. The next one up is it's a 3-way dance women's match: Britt Baker versus Nyla Rose versus Kylie Ray. There's a ton of people on Twitter that think that this might be match of the night.
Yeah.
And I think that's a
I
really.
don't think it's gonna be match of the night, but I think that is going to be a very, very good match.
Yeah. These are all 3 very, very talented women's wrestlers.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Kylie Ray on this one. I think Britt Baker's kind of the obvious answer, so I
Yeah.
think I'm going to go with Kylie Ray because
I think that's where I'm gonna go as too.
Then we've got a tag team match: Best Friends versus Angelico and Jack Evans.
So Jack Evans was actually in Lucha Underground. So he was like the green guy. He had like a green hat, and he was a part of the Trios Championship.
Okay, gotcha.
So that was cool. I was able to remember that.
So I guess I'll go Best Friends on this
Yeah,
one just
'cause
because they've got more
they've
time
got-
on
yeah.
BTE and stuff like that. So I would assume that they'll
Yeah.
probably be the bigger team here.
Okay, then we got no, I'll save that for later. Then we got the SCU versus Strong Hearts match.
Yeah, so Strong Hearts is somebody I'm not real familiar with, but they're a Japanese team that like the Young Bucks have wrestled like a million times. So that's one of those another situation where it's somebody I'm not familiar with, but like I'm really looking forward to seeing these people for the first time because it sounds like they're awesome. So
Okay.
I think Chima is a part of that one. CIMA is a big one that they announced as being a new addition to the roster not that long ago, and he's a part of the Strong Hearts.
Okay, then we got the Cody versus Dustin match.
Yep.
I think it's funny that's
Gold Dust
Cody versus Dustin.
Gold Dust versus Stardust.
They don't talk about
on this
it
one.
was funny because I didn't have this shirt, but I had my one that had the Bucks and Cody on it, and Miss Sullivan pointed it out. She's like, "Oh, that guy was in the main wrestling, right? Like that Star guy." And I was like, "We don't talk about that guy. We don't talk about that."
Yeah. So that one, Cody Rhodes, he was a part of the WWE for a long time. He broke off. He didn't renew his contract a couple years ago. Since he left WWE, he's been doing stuff like this, and now he's got his own company fighting, hopefully one day fighting in ratings against WWE.
Yeah.
And then now it was just announced like a month or two ago that his brother, Gold Dust, Dustin Rhodes, that he didn't renew his contract with the WWE either. So now it's brother versus brother, Rhodes versus
And
Rhodes.
this is Gold Dust first indie match like ever.
Since he started his career off. I mean, he started off in what was the indies in the 80s.
Well, once he got to mainstream, he hasn't been anything.
Yeah, he was Dusty Rhodes' son, so I mean he had an unfair advantage of he didn't have to probably pay his dues quite through the indies as other wrestlers have. He's a Rhodes, for God's sake.
Just how Cody was.
Right. Yes.
But then he went down, which was a lot better, and made this happen.
So this is a great example of people leaving the WWE and possibly having a better career somewhere else.
Maybe not getting as maybe not getting as much money.
Well, now these people are getting paid like crazy.
Now these people own a corporation. Like these people are getting a lot of money now.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to that match for sure. Because I think Dustin's going to come out and he's going to put on a great match.
I want to see what his entrance is going to be. Do you think it's still going to be Shattered Dreams?
No, it'll be something different.
I wonder what it's going to be.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. What else?
How about the Adam Page versus To Be Decided?
Yeah, Adam Page was supposed to fight Pac. Whole big stupid thing happened. I don't know. They didn't fight. They're not fighting at the pay-per-view, but they fought in UK a few days ago. Pac said he didn't want to lose. So they...
you're kind of making it seem like he was kind of the bad guy here. But he wasn't. So he has a streak. He has a 243 day, fight
20
streak.
month is what he said. He's been...
Okay, that's still a freaking long time.
Yeah.
But 20-month streak with his championship.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't want to have Adam Page kind of put Adam Page over.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to lose his title there. He didn't feel like that was appropriate. But he still wanted to have a match.
Yep.
So he did. So they did fight in England.
Yeah.
Which they went off DQ, I think.
Yeah, I think we're still going to see something happen with this tonight.
I think he's going to interfere is what I think is going to happen.
Something's up. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's either done crappily is what has happened, or there's just still more that we don't know yet.
Then he attacked him. He attacked Adam with a chair, and then now Adam's like, "Oh, I can't fight anymore. Sorry, guys." But that was the first match that was announced.
Yeah. So I don't know. Something's weird with it.
Yeah.
And I don't think.
And it still shows up on the scorecard.
Well,
Adam
but the
Page was To Be Decided.
scorecard is just a fan-made thing, though.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't see Hangman not being a part of it. I mean, he's obviously going to be a big part of AEW, so I don't see him just sitting out the first.
Who do you think's going to come out? Punk?
No, I don't think Punk is going to come out.
Who do you think?
I think Ambrose is a very good possibility.
Well, I think Ambrose is going to come out at the Casino Battle Royale.
Oh, you mean for this match? I don't know.
And then, how about the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros, which is, I think, it's so hard to tell if it's going to be this, or if it's going to be the Omega match. It's so hard to tell it's going to be a match of the night.
Yeah. I'm picking Lucha Bros for this one.
I'm going to say Bucks. They deserve an actual match.
Yeah.
Because at All In, the match was rushed because of Marty.
Yeah.
Stupid old Marty.
This is the Young Bucks' first match since the end of last year. They haven't wrestled in forever.
Since they won the titles, that was the last match.
Yeah. That'll be a really, really good one. That's going to be a
And
we
apparently get to see a new move that they've been trying to say.
Yeah. How cool, that they've been hyping a new move. That don't happen. Nobody hypes that they're going to do a new move. But they do, and that's something cool.
But they keep being like, "Oh, that was so awesome. Oh, I didn't get it, dude. I was talking to this person."
Yeah, that's going to be cool.
And they did that multiple times. I was like, that's how they're going to end the match there. That's exactly how they're going to do it.
You're right.
I think it's going to be a crazy flip or something.
I take my pick back. Bucks win, because I didn't take into consideration the whole new move thing. Yeah, cool. All right, main event of the evening is a rematch.
Is this for sure the main event?
Yes.
Okay.
The main event of the evening is a rematch. They fought in January of last year in New Japan for the first time.
That long?
It's about a year and a half ago now.
Well, no, haven't they had 2 matches?
This is number 2.
No, Carter and him.
So Chris Jericho, former WWE star, versus Kenny Omega. They fought in New Japan a year and a half ago, and Kenny won. So this is the rematch.
And it's crazy when we were talking about people who have left the E and still do stuff in the indies. Mm-hmm. Chris Jericho, he might be Chris Jericho, but still he decided to not want to deal with Vince and all that stupid stuff and go to the indies and wrestle in Japan for a while, which I didn't even know that he was doing that, because he would show up a couple times to push over Kevin Owens and then he would go back to the indies.
Yeah, Jericho is one of the
Yeah.
best of all time, and it's very cool that
And he's like
involved in
your
all-
favorite wrestler.
He's yeah, for sure, definitely.
Yeah.
Like with the exception of like like the early years, because he
Yeah.
didn't. I started to know him in like mid to late '90s when he got to WCW, so that doesn't count as like my childhood like Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair years. So as time went on, yes, he's in one of my top fives of like that generation of wrestlers for sure.
So who do you have winning this?
Since Kenny won the first one, I'm gonna pick Jericho winning this one, because then I think we'll set up for a part 3 that'll happen in like a year or two or something maybe, and they'll be tied 1 win apiece going into that. That's how I see that going.
I think Kenny's gonna win because Chris keeps saying like, when I win, you're gonna have to thank me.
Yeah.
And then like Cody was like, yes, when you win, I will thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's going to be on his back
Yeah.
and then say thank you to him.
Yeah.
So
This will be a good one, man. I mean, we're talking this is the main event of their first show of their first pay-per-view. Like something, I mean, that the two of them have a great match in store for us tonight. And that is super exciting to think of, what the two of these guys are going to put together as a match tonight. There's no way it's going to disappoint, I don't think. So, super, super, super excited.
yeah.
We'll get to see, tonight is like the unveiling of AEW. You know, we get to see what their product looks like, whether it's, good production or whether it's, crappy indie wrestling production. They got a lot of money though, so and we're paying
Hey,
$50.
they might spend it all on pyro and then forget to pay the pyro guy.
We're spending $50 to watch this thing.
Yeah.
I expect it to look good. I expect it
Having
to
a
look
bunch of people
professional.
come over.
We got a party for it. There are people are here. We've got a house full of people getting here as we're doing this because we waited until last minute. I keep getting text. I'm here in your living room. So we'll be wrapping this up here in just a second. But we had to get this episode in, this part of the episode in before the pay-per-view started. So that's all of our picks for the matches. Just overall, like, what are you most excited for? Any particular, which match are you most excited for, and just anything else?
I'm really excited about the Young Bucks match because I haven't actually. I've seen the Bucks fight, but I haven't actually seen the Bucks fight. Like, I've seen them a couple times in Japan, but I feel like I've never actually seen a full-length Bucks match besides at All In. But that doesn't really count. That was a.
You need to just go on YouTube and search Young Bucks and just start watching some wrestling then.
But, like, because their match was delayed because Marty's match went over. So
I hope Marty comes out tonight. Is there maybe a possibility that we see Marty Skrull come out tonight?
That would be amazing. But I think he just won a title, I'm pretty sure. I've been seeing him on Instagram. He has, like, his own.
I think last I read
said
that, like, his contract was up at, like, the
end
of
it was
May.
supposed to be. His contract was supposed to be up
but
just
it's not the end of May yet, so I don't think but he's a big piece of this puzzle that is not there yet.
You never know, he might show up at the end.
I remember if he came out.
I remember at All In, right? Like Cody was talking, and the coolest thing ever. I think my coolest memory of All In is being one of the first of 10,000 people in the world to hear basically the announcement of Double or Nothing, because Cody came out. The pay-per-view was off.
The whole crew of them came out. The whole ring was filled with
everyone
Cody
was
and the
out,
Bucks,
and he said, "Hey, when something's good, you might have to go Double or Nothing." Everyone blew up, and that was like, okay, that's what the next one's gonna be.
Yep.
So, but that's crazy
and
to
we
think
were there
that
for that.
we
And that was
would.
after the pay-per-view went off the air. It wasn't still, there wasn't tons of people at home watching at that point.
And nobody
so it was
found
just
out,
for us in the arena.
And nobody found out about that until people posted it on social media, or they saw it on BTE more than a month and a half later because they took a little break afterwards.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a really big deal to Lane and I, is that
we were part of those people.
All In was not an All Elite Wrestling pay-per-view. Tonight, Double or Nothing is the very first All Elite Wrestling. But obviously that was kind of the start of all of this, was All In. And for us as wrestling fans to, to say that we were there, that was in September, and here we are, not quite a year later.
Yeah.
But Lane and I are still, like, just as excited as we were, like, when we were there.
Like, I get excited even though I know that I'm not in any of the shots on the pay-per-view. I get excited when they look at the crowd to try to find me. Because
I know exactly where it was.
One of these days, I'm going to find myself there because you never know. I've been looking at this little section. Now I got to look up this little section. And I might be there one of these days.
Yep. But to be a part of that was something very special for both of us. as wrestling fans. So you know, you don't get the opportunity to be there for WrestleMania 1 again.
Yeah.
You don't get there to be there for Barely Legal 97 for ECW, and you don't get to be there for Starrcade for NWA, WCW back in the day. But we were there for All In.
Yeah.
We were not there for Double or Nothing, which is technically the first AEW pay-per-view. But we'll get to another one of
But
these days.
we were talking about it, I was talking about it earlier. If I had to choose to go to All In or Double or Nothing, I would rather go to All In.
Yeah. Though, like we were talking earlier, like All In was like the Lollapalooza of indie wrestling last year. And this one is more like the start of a new company.
Yeah.
So that we're seeing people that we don't really know on this card as much, where the last one in All In was like every match was like main event quality, crazy good match.
Freaking Okada match, dude.
Yeah.
I was saying the second Okada's contract gives up, I think that's gonna be a snap of the fingers immediately they get him.
Right on. All right, so my top match I'm looking forward to, Jericho and Omega.
Mine's the Young Bucks.
That's hands down for me. I'm gonna be a Jericho mark forever, and I'm a Kenny
I know
mark
that's gonna be a
for the
fan.
new.
I want to see a V trigger.
Yeah, over and over. I want to see 20.
Yeah, they didn't do that All In. They did it like twice.
I'm ready for a bunch of V triggers.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
Kenny
ain't wrestled in forever.
And I want to hear the announcer yell V trigger a million times.
I want to hear it from good old JR.
Yes.
And also Cody versus Dustin. I think I'm
Yeah.
really, that's a match that tells a great story. Just like last year, the Cody versus Nick Aldis match told a great story. The lead up to that was great. Same with this. The lead up to this and the promos the two of them have cut, I think, has been the best part of the lead up to Double.
Except that Cody has been saying that he hates the Attitude Era.
That's all right. I mean, I enjoy Cody saying that, so that's okay.
It's obvious that he doesn't feel that way. I feel like he doesn't sell it as much as he should.
But as a wrestling fan myself, I mean, I lived through the Attitude Era, and I loved every single second of it. But I don't want that to happen again. I'm not one of the wrestling fans. It's like, we need another Attitude Era. No, we don't. We don't need that. We need something different.
We watched The Raw after Owen Hart died. Mm-hmm. And there were so many times that she's like, oh, look at this girl. She just took her shirt off. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the Attitude Era. It's like,
I mean, it was Jerry Springer. It was that's what the time was. And for the time, I mean, it did very well, and it was extremely exciting. And it was
the King saying, look at those puppies. Yep. A million times.
We're in a different time now, and that's not what we're going to get out of this one. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I want to see people like Britt Baker and Kylie Ray wrestle and Tessa Blanchard last year. That's what I want to see. That is what I want to see.
I want to see wrestling. That's what we pay for. We pay to see wrestling.
Yep.
And that's
we're
what
paying $50 to watch this tonight, and we should probably get up there because we got people waiting for us. So if you're watching this now, thanks for watching. Sorry for the bad audio and stuff, but turn on YouTube at 7 and go to All Elite Wrestling and watch the first hour there. You'll see the cool little pre-show there. We'll kick back in tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be super excited about how great this show was.
Well, for you guys in about 3 seconds.
Yep. Hopefully we'll sound better on the live stream tomorrow. Sorry about that, but you got all these knobs behind you now. I probably didn't turn one of them the right way. That's why we sounded bad.
Yeah,
oh
definitely.
Well, whatever. Thanks for letting us know.
But don't worry, I still have my huge white chair.
Boom. All right, wrestling. Everybody, watch
wrestling.
It
We need to start filling these out. The scorecards.
Yeah, I don't know that anybody else will other than you and I, but I do want to fill it out.
I think Mama will. I'm so glad it's a Saturday.
Yeah, I prefer the pay-per-view being on a Saturday. I hope they stay this way.